Yeah, what's up, man? Hope y'all having a blessed one. Back with another one. Right here, we got suspect really thought she was going home. Let's get into this one right here.
13. The body of 43-year-old Harvey Ray Smith was found in the trunk of his own vehicle behind a Motel 6. The investigation into Harvey's death would lead them to 22-year-old Deborah Burge, who was asked to come in and answer some questions.
I appreciate you coming down here today. I know it's Sunday and all, but I appreciate it. How did you get down here again?
My mom. I called to check in with my dad this morning.
Police too funny. You hear how chill and nonchalant this nigga is? Like, bro, it should be too funny.
Because I haven't talked to him in a few days.
They be smoking that shit.
I was being investigated for a homicide, and I don't get in trouble.
Okay.
I don't.
Whenever you're free to leave at any time. You came down here to talk to us. That means a lot. You did it on your own free will.
I'm really nervous. I don't get in trouble.
No reason to be nervous. I just kind of want to back up and Thursday. Just back up to Thursday. Okay. I kind of want to just go from there. What all took place Thursday? What all your day consisted of?
We just sat around the house.
Nigga ain't asked her nothing about no homicide. She just talking about some. I don't get in trouble. She went off rail like a motherfucker.
Who's we?
Me and Zach Greer.
Zach Greer?
Zachary Greer.
Now, what is Zach to you?
Well, we had been friends a long time ago, and then I guess he went to jail and got out, and then we got back in contact, and he asked if he can come stay at my house for a week, which was, kind of weird.
You have a number for him?
No, actually I don't. I haven't heard or seen from him since Friday, and they left me in a hotel room with my kids. Him and some guy. I've never even seen the guy a day in my life.
Let's back up, okay? Thursday, you were sitting there at the house with him, right?
Right.
Okay, what happened after that?
We just hang out at the house. There's not really much you could do out there,
Did you go anywhere at all Thursday afternoon, Thursday night?
Thursday night, his friend come and picked us up around 1 o'clock.
Who was this, in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because we had been hanging out, I think we had went and picked my dad up from work, and he had been on the phone, the whole time we were out there. And when we got back to the house, the guy that we were going to go hang out with didn't answer. So when
Who was that?
I don't even know his name. It's one of his friends. I think he said his name was G or something. That's all they gave me is G.
Not my nigga G. Nah.
G. Just G.
Deborah appears very nervous as she begins answering their questions. The detectives know that she was the last one to speak with Harvey because they have her and him on camera at a local pizza restaurant just hours before he was murdered.
Thursday, did you eat pizza?
Pizza Thursday. Yes, I did.
Where was that at?
On our way back from Pace. We were eating in the car.
All right, while y'all were eating pizza, did you see anybody? Talk to anybody?
Oh, yes, I did. Ray
Okay, Ray
Smith.
Okay, what was that conversation about?
Nothing much. I just asked him how his daughter was doing because me and her had been friends for a really long time, and she went down the wrong path and got sent to rehab. So
you just asked how his daughter was doing and all that. What else was talked about?
Nothing.
Okay, well, I want you to understand something. Okay, it's very important, and I know you say you're scatterbrained on things, but I want you to understand it's very important that anything that you can remember, or anything that was said, or anything that took place, it's important, okay? And you have to make sure that when I ask you a question, that number one, you're 100% honest, okay? And number two, that you don't give me half of the story, okay?
I'm going to tell you
But let me finish what I'm telling you, okay? Because I just want to make sure you understand me 100%, okay? There's two things that can get you in trouble today, okay? One of them's telling a lie, and the other one's blowing smoke up my ass, okay? Neither one of them are going to happen, correct?
Correct.
You're going to be 100% honest.
Yes,
okay?
I promise.
We're not leaving anything out.
No, sir.
Right?
Right.
You with me?
I'm with you.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess you know him. Okay. Who is that?
That's Ray.
Okay. And I guess by now you know he's dead. Okay. So we're going to get to that part in just a second. What did y'all talk about in Little Caesars?
His daughter, that's all.
Okay.
I've known his daughter for a really long time. And she got sent to rehab, like I said, so I was just asking how she was doing when she was coming home and, you know, a couple things like that. But
Have you talked to him before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how?
He calls my mom's phone or my dad's phone and, you know, talks to me every now and then, but it's not really much. Maybe like once a month or twice a month. That was the first time I had seen him in forever.
Y'all ever messed around?
No.
Okay. After the incident at Little Caesars, when was the next time you talked to him?
He called my mom's phone. I can't remember the time because we were eating pizza in the car with the kids.
Is that the 776-1634?
Okay. And he called my mom's phone on our way there, and just I guess to see what I was doing.
On the way where?
Back home.
Okay.
And
So right after y'all talked.
Right after I seen him at Little Caesars, we left, and about maybe 20 minutes later, he called, to see if I was in Pace anymore, because he knew that I didn't live in Pace. I lived in Molino.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he was seeing he asked if I was hanging out in Pace or anything, and I told him no, I stay in Molino with my kids and my mom and dad.
Okay, after that, did you talk to him anymore?
Mm-mm. I didn't talk to him on the phone no more after that.
What about text messaging?
I think I did text.
Hold on. Let me explain something to you, okay?
The detective realizes that being aggressive with Deborah is the best way to approach this interrogation, so he decides to turn up the heat.
You're saying you think, okay? I'm telling you I know.
I know.
Okay? So there's two things I've told you. Help yourself and tell me the truth, and let's get this straightened out and help you, okay? There's no use you sitting here telling me a damn lie when I know different. Be honest. Help yourself, girl. You got an opportunity to tell the truth and help yourself, and you'd rather sit here and lie to me. Help yourself. This is your opportunity to tell the truth.
He's like, help yourself, girl. He smoked that shit. He killed that bitch. Help yourself, girl.
Get it off your chest of what happened.
I don't want to be away with my kids.
Hey, then help you talk. Tell me what you know. When you sit here and lie, that's where you get trouble. Accept responsibility for what went on. You have an opportunity to stand up and say, hey, a mistake happened. What can I do to fix it? Here is your chance. That's why we're trying to be nice, and we called you. We wanted to talk to you because we want you to be able to tell us the truth. The truth is the only thing you can sit here and tell today that's going to make you feel better. Don't sit here with something on your conscience that you need to let off of it. So you want to start all over and let's get right? Huh? You want let's put it on the table? Here's your opportunity. I need you to tell me the truth. Okay? Is that fair?
Deborah,
Clear your eyes up, girl.
I know you've probably been a wreck for the past few days.
My kids.
The only person that can take care of children correctly is their mother, okay? Let's do everything we can do to make sure that happens, okay? Let's be honest, okay? That's the way to go.
Nah, they
okay?
breaking her
So I'm going to start
down.
all over, and I want you to tell me what you know, okay? You with me? You ready to move forward? All right, dry it up and let's get through this. You'll feel a lot better. Right. What'd y'all talk about in Little Caesars?
He kept looking at my shirt,
Okay.
and he kept telling me that I had nice boobs and everything else. And
Slow down.
any other time that he called my phone, he was always hitting on me, and he always made me feel uncomfortable. So I didn't ever hang out with him because I didn't want to be feeling uncomfortable around. This is my best friend's dad. And so it was really weird. I left whenever we left Little Caesars. Like I said, he called. We were going down the road. And he asked what I was doing and if he can come hang out. And I told him no. And then I told Zach what he had said to me, and I guess it had made him mad or something. And he asked me to have the dude come to our house.
He asked you what?
He asked me to ask the dude come to our house to hang out. So he come to the house to hang out, and we were sitting in his car hanging out with him. And my kids, I walked inside to check on my kids, and they were awake, and I stayed inside with my kids. I don't know much after that. I went back inside to hang out with my kids, and that was it.
What happened when you came back out?
When I came back out, Well, I was texting his phone telling him to tell Zach to come here and to tell Ray to leave because he was making me feel uncomfortable. Because he took me to the store and he kept trying to stick his hands down my pants.
Where was Zach at when that happened?
In the back seat of the car. And I guess he's seen or whatever, you know, and I guess it made him mad. Well, whenever I come back inside, I kept texting and telling him to come back, to come inside, and I don't know what happened after that.
Okay. When you walked back,
Huh? What the fuck? You know, I can't even picture that in my head. I don't even know what she said. Like, what the fuck she talking about?
inside, what happened?
Deborah is doing her best to play victim and pretends to be ignorant of the whole situation. The detective knows Deborah is lying, so he pushes to get more
Like, she said he looked in my shirt. We were driving back home, then he sticked his hands down in my pants, but the other man was in the back seat and he seen it. So when we got back in the house, I texted his phone telling him to come back, but he was outside the house and he was trying to put his hands in my pants. Like, nigga, what? Like, in my head, I'm just thinking about a nigga driving a car, and while the car moving, he's sticking his hand over like, girl, give me that coochie, girl. You. And then the man in the back seat just being nonchalant to it all, just looking out the window. Like, I don't get it.
information about the murder.
I want to be able to go into my kids.
You have to be honest.
Shit sound dumb as hell.
What happened when you walked outside?
He told me that he was going to try to rob him for all of his money.
Did he have a lot of money?
I don't know. I don't know how much money he had.
And Zach told you that? Okay, what happened next?
When I told Ray to leave, I texted his phone and told him to leave. And I guess he drove down the road, and I guess Zach walked down the road, and I don't know what happened down the road. I don't
So one nigga drove down the road. One nigga walked down the road. So the nigga that was walking down the road caught up with the car that was driving down the road and killed. Like, they don't even, like, what the hell?
I don't know nothing.
What happened after that?
I kept calling Ray's phone and nobody would answer, so I started walking to the end of the road. When I get to the end of the road, he comes running up.
Who came running up?
Zach did.
And?
And he told me that he killed him. I was scared. I don't know what to do. You know, I would have never let this guy in my house around my children if I felt like he was, you know what I'm saying, gonna hurt us or put me in a situation like that, because all I have is my kids. If my kids don't have me, they don't have anybody. But if their daddies are in prison. I didn't even know that he was on probation or had warrants or anything. I had nothing to do. I didn't know that.
He said that he'd killed him. Okay. What happened next?
He asked me to walk to the end of the road with him. And I walked down there and I started freaking out.
Why did you freak out?
Because he was laying there dead on the ground.
Okay. Did you see how did he kill him?
I don't know. He didn't. I don't know anything. I don't know.
Okay. What happened next?
He put him in the back of the car, and then he made me drive the car.
In the back. Hold on. Slow down. Okay. Slow down. Take you a breath. When you say in the back of the car,
In the back of Ray's car.
like the back, is that like?
In the trunk.
Okay. Did you have to help him put him in?
No.
You didn't put him in there? He did? Okay.
I'm not a bad person.
Hey, nobody's saying you are. Okay.
The reason we asked you to come down here, and the reason you came down here on your own, and we didn't go up there and kick in your door or nothing like that, is because we think you got caught up in a messed up situation. Okay? You got caught up in a bad situation, and we're here to try and right that situation. Okay? So what happened after...
He told me that I had to drive the car to Pensacola. He made me go down there and load my kids up. And we had to drive the car to Pensacola. And then we went to the Motel 6 and he made me go in there and get a room.
Now that they have her confession, they need to prove that Deborah wasn't a victim and she was a part of the plan to rob and kill Harvey. They begin by asking her what she and Zachary talked about after they loaded Harvey's body into the trunk.
What was the conversation when you were driving up to the hotel?
Then I better listen to him, and that it's my fault too because I had something to do with it, and if anything happens, I'll go to jail, and he'll go to jail, and I will be away from my kids forever.
What this boy has done
I know.
is put you in a bad
I
situation,
know.
and he's trying to make you feel responsible for it. But you're not responsible for his actions, are you?
No, if that would,
And he hasn't
that's
treated
my
you
best
fair.
friend's dad. I would want somebody to do that to my dad, you know?
And what he's done to you isn't fair, is it?
No, it's not.
He did this, and then he left you.
He left
Hey, detective's funny as fuck, dog.
me.
So what we're
He
going to
left
do
me.
is we just got a couple more questions we're going to work through, okay?
And you and Ray have never had any kind of relationship
Never.
whatsoever.
Never.
Okay.
He's always hit on me because he told me, he was like, I left my daughter and my girlfriend at home asleep to come see you, and I was like, why do you want to do that? I'm only 23 years old, you know. I'll be 23 years old in July. It's my friend's dad. That's weird. It's creepy.
Let me ask you this: did he shoot Ray?
He didn't have a. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know the dude like I thought I did. You know,
Let me
so
ask
I'm
you
not
this.
sure if he had a
Let
gun.
me ask you this. You said that you had to go down to the end of the road.
Uh-huh.
Where exactly are you talking about? Are you talking about out at Highway 97?
No, at the end of our driveway, just about behind. You guys come to the house, right? That boat.
Uh-huh.
Okay, at the back of the boat,
Uh-huh.
the car was parked right there.
Okay. Because that's where you said you get the cell phone service?
Uh-huh. Well, no, we had to walk way down the road to get the cell phone service,
Okay.
but whenever I told him he had to leave, I guess Zach had left whenever I told him he had to leave and walk through the woods. And I guess when Ray was backing up or something, he didn't tell me anything. I wouldn't have let that happen to my house or my kids, you know?
Okay, a little bit ago you said something about Zach said he was going to try and rob him.
Yes,
did that
he did.
happen?
I'm so confused.
Okay, just
I'm so confused.
take a deep breath, okay? When did that conversation happen?
I'm trying to think. It was so many days ago, and I've just been really stressed out.
The detective noticed that when he asked Deborah if Zachary used a gun to kill Harvey, she began to panic as she struggled to answer the question. This is most likely because she can't remember if she told them if she saw Zachary carrying a weapon. The detective decides to go back to this question and watch her reaction.
I want to jump back to something. I asked you if he shot Ray. Do you know if he shot him?
I did not hear any.
Did he tell you how he did it?
No, he didn't. I didn't ask questions.
Did you see a gun, a baseball bat, a wrench, a knife, a
I
screwdriver?
did not see anything.
Okay.
I didn't hear anything. I didn't see anything. I didn't ask any questions because I was scared. You know, if he can do that to him, why wouldn't he fucking do that to me and my kids? You know?
How long have you known Zach?
I've known him for a few years. He's always been in and out of jail. And then, you know, we hung out one time, and after that, he told me that he wanted to come stay a week or so at my house. So I let him come stay. You know, he just got out of jail. I figured he'd get out of jail and already have warrants again to go back to jail, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Did he tell you he was wanted?
No, my mom told me that. I guess somebody had mentioned to them that he had warrants or whatever. And I wouldn't have let that in my house.
You okay?
I don't want to go to jail.
Do you want me to bring you some water or something?
Am I going to jail?
I don't know. That's what we're trying to figure out. I
I would tell you
I know, but let me tell you.
anything you need to know.
Listen to me. Let me tell you what's important. All right. The important thing is him. That's who we're looking to get a hold of, okay?
Okay, I'll tell you any place that he could be at.
And we're fitting to do that. Hey, do you feel better yet? It's off your chest.
Yeah, I just
Be
worried
right
about my
back.
kids.
Okay, give me 1 second.
The detectives leave the room to go over the next line of questioning. When they return, they want to know why Deborah washed her clothes if she wasn't around when the murder took place, and she didn't help load the body into the trunk.
Did you put your clothes in the washing machine? Why?
Because he told me to.
Did you have blood on?
Not that I knew of, but it was all over the car.
Why was?
Did you get in the car to go back to the house?
No, I walked back down to the house.
So he drove the car down there?
No, Ray drove the car down there. Because remember, Ray was leaving.
She said that he told her to get in the car and drive. Now she's saying she walked back. She wildin'.
No. After Ray got killed, okay, was he put in the trunk?
Yes.
Did the car go back to your house?
Yes.
Okay, how did it get back to your house?
Zach.
Okay, he drove. Was Ray in the car when he killed him? Or was he standing out of the car?
I don't know. I wasn't down there, and I didn't ask any questions.
None whatsoever.
Nope. I mean, I seen blood all over the side of the car, and I seen Ray laying on the ground.
On what side?
The driver's side.
Okay. Was it on the inside or outside of the car?
It was everywhere.
Okay. It was everywhere. Okay.
Or remember I told you he said I'll be looking at the same four walls he was looking at, because if he was guilty then I was guilty, and
Okay. What else did he tell you?
that I better keep my mouth shut or
What?
he'd kill me too.
He told you that?
Yeah. He's told one of his ex-girlfriends that before. And she called and told me that he told her that, so when he said it to me, I believed it.
Mm-hmm.
Where did your kids sit at in the car?
In the back seat.
Both of them in the back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you don't remember getting blood on you at all? Okay. Did he put your kids in the car or did you put them in there?
He did.
He put the kids in there? Okay. Had he already cleaned up when he did that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Zach told me to get him over there and lead him on, and that he was going to rob him, and that everything was going to be okay.
Were you supposed to lead him on?
That's what he said, yes. And then I went inside because I didn't want that to happen.
Had you promised him sex?
No.
Did y'all talk about sex?
No, sex was never discussed. He kept trying to get me to go back outside and hang out with him by myself without Zach being there. But I didn't want to go hang out with him by myself, I didn't want anything to happen, so I went inside with my kids.
If the plan was to rob him, what was Zach going to rob him with?
He never told me. He never told me. I never asked questions. I didn't know if I was supposed to ask or if I wasn't supposed to ask. I don't know.
But you knew he was going to rob him.
Yeah, he told me he was going to rob him, but
And you knew he was going to do it.
I didn't think he was going to do it. No, I did really. Honest to God, I did not think that it would.
But you still called him to come up there, and you still flirted with him.
You played along with it.
Right, and then I got a weird feeling or whatever, and I was like, I don't want to do this, and I went inside, and that's when I texted Ray and said, my kids are awake, you got to leave.
So bottom line is, when Ray was leaving, you knew that that's when he was going to rob him.
Yeah, I knew that he was going to rob him, but I did not know that it was going to happen like that.
And you brought
I didn't want that.
Ray up there so Zach could rob him.
Deborah was charged with first-degree murder, and she was booked into local jail. The police were able to track down Zachary Greer, and he too would be charged with first-degree murder.
They fucked up, man. We're gonna go ahead and end this one right here, man. Y'all go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Hope y'all have a blessed one. See y'all on the next video. And I ain't get to say it, but RIP to dude, man. They ain't have to do dude like that.